Hi everyone! Thanks so much for watching. In today's video, I have almost a full face of some new Tarte products that I picked up. So, good morning. This is pretty much first thing for me. I was looking through the Sephora news section, as I do, and I noticed that they had a new cream blush. And so I really wanted to try it. And then I saw that they had it in a mini. And then I was searching through all their products and I found a whole bunch of the Tarte products in the mini size. And so I love mini sizes. I know I say it all the time, but I've got this Maracuja tinted foundation. I've got a mini of the, look at that little thing, it's adorable. Concealer. I've got blush and bronzers in the creams. I've got primers, lips, and some mascara. And then I already owned these that I got at Christmas time. So if we need to go in with some powdered products, I've got some powdered Tarte products as well. Okay, let's get into this. I am so excited. I've actually had these for almost a week, but I've been holding off trying them for this video. So I did try the blush and bronzer. You can see there the cream products. I did put those on one day. I just was too excited. I couldn't wait. So I have worn both of those once, and I have in the past had one of these mini size of this Maracuja tinted hydrating foundation before, and I loved it. This is very much like the Covergirl, what is that one called? These two products are very, very similar to me. So if you're wanting to try this, but not sure if it'd work for you, you could certainly pick up this one from Covergirl. It's the Clean Fresh Skin Milk. I feel like these are a very similar product. So anyways, I'm happy to have another little one of these. The first thing I'm gonna go in with is this little mini one of the Tarte Base Tape. It's a hydrating primer. Just show you what the product looks like there. It's a pretty fluid primer. It has a little bit of a coconutty scent. Yeah, it feels really nice. It just feels like a face cream, like a really light face cream. But it does have quite a coconut scent. So on the Sephora website, it says a priming serum that acts like a makeup magnet. All of these products I will link below, and I'll put the shades I'm using as well so that you guys can see that if you're interested. Okay, and then I'm also gonna go in with this Timeless Smoothing Primer. I love this product. I've had it for probably about a month. I picked this up in the Sephora VIB sale. I'm using it almost every day. Honestly, I love it. It's like a thick, almost putty type texture. And it absolutely minimizes my pores and smooths out this area for me. I love that. Okay, let's go in with this guy. So again, this is the Maracuja Tinted Moisturizer. I have it in 13 and Fair Light Neutral. In this mini size, there weren't a ton of shades to pick from. So I got the one I thought would work the best. It's quite a thin, serum-y type foundation. I'm just gonna put a little bit on and start blending it here. This product's been around for a while because I tried it quite a few years ago, I think, but it's very nice. It's definitely some light coverage. So on the website, it says a vegan, ultralight tinted moisturizer that delivers sheer coverage while infusing skin with Maracuja superfruit, 12 hours of hydration. And I would definitely say it's, pretty thin, sheer coverage, which I don't mind, as I've said many times before, but like it's not covering, it's kind of just evening out my skin tone. It's not really covering any of my discoloration. I do have this pimple here, let's see. Yeah, I mean, it mutes it a little bit, I guess. Well, I think that looks really pretty. It's definitely light coverage, not covering much, but it evened out and kind of perfected how my skin, I think, looks. It definitely feels very, very hydrating. Okay, let's go in with this concealer. Let me pull it up and see what it says, because I think this is a newer product. So it says it's a medium coverage, natural finish concealer made to move with your skin and cover imperfections and hydrate for 12 hours. I love putting hydrating products on. As I have said many, many times, I have dry skin. I'm not sure on the shade I picked up in that because I can't read it on here, so I'll have to look back at my order. Oh wow, did that ever blend out pretty? I'm not seeing any creasing yet or settling. Doesn't it all look dry around my eyes? I really like this. I feel like it's a nice amount of coverage. Okay, let's go in with this little mini blush. First of all of this Tarte stuff that comes in these minis, how cute is all of that? I love that they do that. I know I've said it a ton, but I love mini sizes because I have more makeup than I probably should. And so I'm never gonna get through a full-size product unless it's like something I'm using every day. So when I saw these little mini sizes, I grabbed a full face. I thought, how fun for a video. So this is Breezy Cream Blush, and I have it in the shade Pink Sky. It's very nice. It's kind of it's a pretty firm cream in there. It's not moussey or whipped, and that's the shade there. And then as I'm doing this and blending it out, it almost feels powdery. So I have tried this and it wore really well the day I wore it, and it looked really, really pretty. So I'm just gonna keep going in with my sponge. I'm not doing much today for, for makeup, just a really simple makeup look because I'm just staying home. I'm actually gonna meal prep with my son. He'll be over here pretty quick, so I'm trying to get some makeup on here before he gets here. Trying to get this all filmed. Very, very pretty. So this says a weightless cream blush that makes application a breeze. Just tap it on with your fingers. I prefer a sponge, but I think you probably could. I did have a lady comment that, just wondering sort of how I put on my blush, and I go up quite high. I watched another lady on YouTube, she calls this blush draping, where you're kind of like, I'm not just putting blush here, I'm really going up high, like I'm just trying to get that illusion that my face is, like I want everything to kind of be up. And so I go quite close to my eye and right into my eyebrow, and I'm really keeping it up high and into my hairline. Almost as if I had done bronzer and then blush, but I feel like I don't always do bronzer in this area because I feel like it can just look like too much makeup. So I just take my blush up and blend it up into my hairline. And then if I need a little bit more on the apple of my cheeks, I take a little bit and I kind of do that there. But I'm really sort of doing this whole section with blush, and then I even go up and over my nose. I want it to look like I'm flushed. and with cream products, I do go in a little heavier than, like initially this is gonna look like too much, but I do find that cream products sort of settle. I mean, I hope this settles a little bit, but they settle a little bit, and that color fades a little bit. So I do always go in a little bit strong, knowing that it's gonna fade out a little bit. Okay, let's go in with the cream bronzer. This is the Breezy Cream Bronzer in the shade Seychelles, I think. Let's see what they say about this. I don't know if this is new. It doesn't say new on the Sephora website, so maybe just the blush is new. A vegan, waterproof, buildable cream bronzer that applies effortlessly for the perfect just back from the beach glow. Again, I'm just gonna do it on my sponge here. It's definitely blending easy. Like that took nothing. And then if you wanted, you could take, a little bit extra. I do try to keep my bronzer up high. Like I'm not trying to get a contoured look down in here. I feel like if I go low with contour or bronzer, it pulls my face down. So I do keep everything up pretty high. I think that looks really pretty. So I don't have any powders. I'm not gonna go in with any powders. Again, I'm just at home today, not doing very much. And I didn't grab a brow product. I'm sure they have one. But brow products are one of those things I forget all the time when I'm doing a full face. So, so I'm gonna go in quickly off camera and put my brows on, and then I'll come back because I do have this mascara. This is the Surfer Curl Volumizing Mascara. So let's try that, and then I have a couple of lip products as well. Okay, so I just went in real quick and did my brows. I went in with the Real Her micro pencil. This is my favorite. I've had many of these. I know I've talked about it quite a bit, but it's quick and easy for me. And then I just topped that with the e.l.f. Brow Wow. That's my quickest brow combination. I did notice when I was doing my brows that concealer is creasing and setting a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my finger and I'm gonna pat it out. And then I'm gonna take this Wet n Wild single shadow in Brulee. This is, you can see how much of this I've used. I use this almost every day to set my upper lid and prevent that creasing from coming back, or at least minimizing. And for whatever reason, this works better than any powder for me for that. I don't typically powder under my eyes. I feel like when I powder under my eyes, do you see how when I tip like that, there's that hollowness? It disguises that and makes it look smoother, but it also makes it look super dry. I've tried tons of powders under there and it doesn't seem to matter what I use. It helps with that look. It smooths it out so that I don't get that hollowness, but it looks in person, especially in daylight, it looks crazy dry for me because I'm already so dry. So I leave it. Okay, let's go in with this mascara. Let's see what it says. An effortless lash lifting lifestyle mascara that delivers sweat-proof, weightless volume to clean up your lash game. Looks like it's got vitamin E and algae in it. So the wand looks like that. Just gonna go in and out a few times here and try to get a lot on there. So that's one coat done there. It's nice. It's definitely giving me length and I feel like some volume. I'm pretty hard on mascaras because I'm pretty loyal to my Lash Paradise, but I tend not to like anything as much as that. But this is doing a really nice job, especially for a brand new tube. Let's do 2 coats. Well, that's that eye done. That's really pretty. That did an amazing job. Wow. Yeah, not bad. Let's put just a little bit more. Okay, there's 3 coats on. I think that's probably about as much as I can build it up, but that's pretty darn good. I'm gonna quickly do the other eye here. Oh, I feel like that is really pretty. That's really nice. I don't curl my lashes. I don't actually even own a lash curler. I like the natural curl to them. I like them to not be super flipped up, but more just sort of out, if that makes sense. And so I don't know about lash lifting. This is sort of how they always look. And maybe I'll do a little posted, or I'll leave it in the description box, kind of how this wears through the day, if I get any flaking or smudging or anything, which I don't typically. That's not something that I really struggle with, but I think they look really nice. I did 3 coats on each. That's a really nice mascara. And then in one of the little mini kits I ordered, it came with this Jelly Glaze. See Jelly Glaze Anytime Lip Mask. I think this is probably the shade Strawberry. Look how adorable this little packaging is. Let's see what this says. An all-day, everyday hydrating and smoothing vegan lip mask that has a sheer flattering tint for softer, healthier looking lips. That feels really nice and hydrating. Oh, I really like that. And how pretty. A little tint of color there. So there's a full face of Tarte. I'm really happy with how this looks. I feel like this is just a natural, my skin but better kind of makeup day. Very, very natural, very, very light. This primer, this base tape, it feels very hydrating. It feels like a hydrating lotion. So again, I'll put a little comment on how this all wears throughout the day, but so far this feels really nice. I already knew I loved this smoothing primer. I feel like it does an amazing job at minimizing my pores in through here where they are a bit larger. I already knew I liked this product. It's very light and not a lot of coverage, but that's okay. Like, I don't mind products like that. Some days you want more of a full coverage, some days you want a light coverage. This is just gonna offer a slight tint, almost like doing just a sort of a tinted moisturizer. So very nice. I'm happy to have one of these. The concealer does want to settle a little bit for me, but I have 46-year-old under eyes, so stuff settles. But where I set it, I think it looks good. And that's sort of what I typically do, is I put my concealers on and then I pat out any creasing and then I set it with that Wet n Wild single shadow. So that's pretty normal for me to have to do that. I do feel like I am getting a little bit of settling under here, but I'll take settling with the hydration as opposed to something that is drying and not gonna settle. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'd sooner it look hydrated under my eyes even if I have to pat out a bit of creasing in the day. So I'll have to try that a few more times. And then the blush and the bronzer, these are both really, really pretty. I'm happy to have them, and I'm happy to have them in this mini size. That's the bronzer there. I think they look really pretty, just sort of a natural flush and a light bronze. They were easy to blend out. We'll see how they last. I do feel like this blush is fading a little bit, and I've only had this on for maybe about 20 minutes. So again, I'll leave a little comment and let you know how it all wore. And then the mascara, I'm actually really impressed with this. I feel like it gave me nice, full, long lashes. So all in all, oh yeah, and then this lip product. I mean, this is so adorable. This feels really nice on my lips. I could see this just in my purse and just throw it on all the time. So yeah, a handful of Tarte products to do a full face. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you would subscribe, that would be amazing. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye, everyone.